guys, it's Emily from Lovely Inlaws and welcome to today's video. This is my 2020 TBR jar. Now, you're all going to hear something new now. I'm going to be doing a TBR jar, as you can well tell from the title. So there are going to be 13 books. Yes, I thought I'd add an extra one in because I want to have a surprise at the end of the month about what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be randomly picking out of this little pot every month. And a cat's gone in. And in this is the 13 books that I need to get through this year. There are books that have been on my shelf for a while. There are books I want to do. And seeing as I keep putting them off, this will be a way of getting through them a lot quicker. So every month I'll be putting my hand into that lovely little pot and picking one of these books. But before I do that, I want to do a video and show you what they all are. That way, it will take me a bit less time every month when I pick from the jar, because I would have already told you a little bit about them. So, shall I get on and show you the first one? I'm not doing this in order. I'm not even writing notes on this because I want it to be impromptu. I want it to be me being real and being me. And I'm excited to get through them all. So, the first one is A Court Affair by Emily Purdy. Now, I picked this one on my birthday shopping trip with Charlie from the lovely Charlie Brooke in March last year. God, this is like really been on my book for a while. It's a Tudor book, I believe. It is by Emily Purdy. I think the reason why I picked this up because it's an author by the same name as me, Emily. So this is on The Future of the Realm is in Her Hands. Accused of conspiring to steal the throne, Princess Elizabeth is confined to the Tower of London by her half-sister, Queen Mary. There she finds solace in the arm of her childhood friend, Robert Dudley. But when Elizabeth takes the throne, Robert is forced to return to his unhappy marriage. So, I loved Queen Elizabeth, and I would love to hear a bit more about how she sort of started off. As always, it's fiction. It's got a note about the Tudors. It's got a note about Philippa Gregory on the back. So I need to get through this. But I wonder when I'm going to pick it up. I wanted to include a Tudor video. You guys know I love my Tudors. Now, this is the next one is, I don't know if I'll be reading this with Simone. So, Simone, I can't remember if you picked this up yourself. This is Everything I Never Told You by Celestine. I've got Little Fires Everywhere, which I will definitely be reading with Simone in this coming year. But this one is historical fiction, I don't know. It's sort of set in 1970s in a small town of Ohio. Lydia is the favourite child of Marilyn and James Lee, and her parents are determined that she was going to fulfil the dreams that they were unable to pursue. But when Lydia's body is found in the local lake, the delicate balancing that has been keeping the Lee family together is destroyed, tumbling them into chaos. So I've heard a lot about Celestine. I don't know what genre this goes under, but I saw it in a charity shop for about 25p. No, this is a £1 one. This is a Thames Valley Hospice one. This is my second Thames Valley Hospice book. But I picked this up ages ago last year, and I've not got to it yet. I need to get to it. So the TBR jar will be in. By the way, while I'm filming this, my cat is playing in a blanket right next to me. So this one is a bit of a random one. I don't even remember picking it up. This is How Hard Can It Be? Right, Katie Reddy is counting down the days until she's 50, but not in a good way. 50 in Kate's mind equals invisibility, and she's caught between the treacherous hormones, unknown teenage children, and alien parents. Now, I picked this up when I was just around about the time of my birthday again, and it's about someone turning 50s. Now, I've just entered my 40s in March 2019. I felt like I wanted to pick this up because it's another getting older book. I feel like I'm ancient at the moment, certainly with my knee. But, yes, so this one's been on my shelf for ages. I don't know much about it. It looks very chick-litty, but it's one that's been there and I've not wanted to pick it up. So, it's on that pile. Now, the next one, the lovely Julie from Hungry Bookworm gave me last year, and again, about June last year. And this is The Winter Children by Lulu Taylor. Olivia and Dan, Belbeck's dreams of a family are finally being fulfilled on the birth of the twins. The longed-for babies mark a new and happy stage in their life. Right, so this is like, I don't really want to read much more of the back of this. The cover looks absolutely beautiful. I nearly read it in December, but something has stopped me picking this up, and I don't know why. So I wanted to put this in the jar because I've not had it. Now the next one, my lovely in-laws got me when they were out shopping, when my mother-in-law works in a charity shop sort of stall thing in a hospital. And she picked this up. I nearly read it in November, but something stopped me. The Girl with No Home by Sheila Newbury. I believe that's when they got it for me. But it looks like it's historical fiction. I don't really know much more about this. I don't know if I want to read. I've heard about Sheila Newbury. And this is about abandoned by her family. Will she finally find a place where she belongs? It looks like an old book by the way the dressing is on it. It looks like it's historical fiction. But something has been stopping me picking this up. And I don't know what it is. It's not a long book. It's probably about 350 pages. So it isn't too bad. Hopefully I'll get this on a month where I've got loads to do. Because, again, I want to get through this. Now, the next one was on my list of books the 10 books I wanted to read, but no one voted for it. It's a thriller. It's a chunkish one. It's by Amanda Brooke, The Goodbye Gift. Now, some of Amanda Brooke's books that I've read, I've loved. But again, something is stopping this. Julia, I'm mumbling on this one. Julia, Helen and Phoebe have been fast friends for all their lives. Through Helen's unexpected pregnancy, the sudden death of Phoebe's mother, and Julie's desperation to conceive with her younger husband. Yet, a deep friendship can hide many secrets, and their relationship reaches crisis point. So, I don't know. One of her books scared me and got me really upset, and I think that's what's put me off picking this up. But I do need to get to it. I really want to read, and I will be reading obviously this year because of that. But again, I'm a bit nervous because it's a bit of a thriller, and I'm a bit sort of scared by some thrillers. But that's going to be on another one of my videos coming up. I've got some new challenges this month coming up. Now, the next one is historical fiction. It's a big one. It's Love Me Tender by Anne Bennett. Again, I believe it's historical fiction. It's set in the sort of World War times. Kind of chick-litty mixing with historical fiction. For Kathy O'Malley, life has not been easy with her husband out of work and 2 children to feed. But when war breaks out in 1939, many of the local men enlist, leaving the women to cope the best they can. So this looks a bit of a romance and a bit of that. But again, I picked it up because it's wartime. But what scared me is that it's nearly 500 pages. And I think that puts me down. The cover looks gorgeous. It does look very much like the kind of book that I would like to read. Obviously, I picked it up in a charity shop, so I've got to want to read it. But something stopped me, so this is why it's on this list. Now, the next one's another historical fiction book. It's an Anne O'Brien book. Now, I know Julie from Hungry Book Club has read Anne O'Brien books. She's recommended them. This is the Queen's Choice, and this is set in France, 1399. So it's an era in history I've not read before. The Duke of Brittany, it's set in France. The Duke of Brittany is dead, and his widow, Joanna of Navarre, I can't ever say the word, has an inherited control of the land, a testament to her intelligent intellect and political prowess. But then comes an unprecedented proposal from Henry IV, King of England. The price of becoming his queen, abandoning her homeland, leaving her children and sacrificing her independence. Now, to me, leaving children in itself is a very hard thing. It's a historical genre I've not had. I've had this for blooming ages. Again, start of last year, I believe I picked this up. But something stopped me. 1 question, 2 paths, a choice that will review destiny. It's another chunky book. It's 550 pages. It's going to be a challenge to get through, but I want to read it. Now, the next one is one that my lovely friend Emma got me. It's a C.J. Sampson one. Now, I can't remember. I know for a fact that I think Abby from Abby Mac Reads has read C.J. Sampson books. But it's 529 pages. It's set in 1940 after the Spanish Civil War, and it's to do with Madrid. So, yes, it's a wartime book, but it's set in Madrid. It's set in a different country. It's a chunky book. I got given this at the start of last year. Now, some people have said C.J. Sampson books are really, really good. They're historical fiction mixed with other genres. But something has stopped me picking this up. So, it had to go in the pile. Now, the next one is one that I picked up in a charity shop near me. Captain Corellis' Mandolin. Now, you all know about this book. Set in 1941. Again, Captain Corelli, a young Italian officer, is posted to a Greek island of Kefalonia as part of an occupying forces. I don't need to read much about this because a lot of you know about Captain Corellis' Mandolin. But again, something's been stopping me reading this. The print in this is really small. So even though it's only about 400 pages, can you see how small the print is? Makes me think that it's going to take me a long time. And I think longer books are scaring me at the moment because I know that I've got so many books I want to get through. And if they're really long, something prevents me from picking it up. But I've heard so much about this book, I want to darn well read it. Now the next one, Charlie got me to pick it up when we went charity shop shopping. I don't know when, I think it was in June-ish time when Simone came down. So Simone was supposed to come down one day and she changed it. And we were determined to go out shopping anyway. Another 500-page book. Love in a Cold Climate and Other Novels. So it's short stories, I believe. I think it's short stories, yeah. It's a book of short stories by Nancy Milford. I don't really know too much about this. Short stories do intrigue me, and that's another goal that I want to read. I want to read more books with short stories. So because of that, the fact it's short stories, it may mean I may be able to get through it quicker because I can sort of read one story at a time. But again, the writing's really small. Something in this is scaring me. Although I do love the cover. Look at the rose on that. It's beautiful. Charlie got me to pick this up, but I don't know. Something's been stopping me. I'm intrigued. It's a Nancy Milford book. I don't know much about it. I think looks like it's got 3 short stories in this. But again, something stopped me from picking it out. If you guys have heard of any of these books, please comment below. I'd love to know what your opinion on this. Now, this is another one that Charlie's given me this one. I don't know anything about it. 2:15 on a Wednesday afternoon. Charlie gave me this book last year, if not the year before. It's probably one of my oldest books on my shelf. It's the day when everything stopped. At 2:15 on a hot afternoon in August, Anna's beautiful, headstrong elder sister Rose disappears. 20 years later, Anna doesn't know whether Rose is dead or alive. In her early 30s now, she sees her future unfolding with a sensible, serious Martin and a grown-up, steady job. She finds herself wondering if this is really what she wants. Unable to take control of her life while the mystery of her sister's disappearance remains unsolved, Anna begins to search for the truth and what did happen to Rose on that day. This looks kind of thrillery. Although it's like 360 odd pages, it's not... The writing's quite nice and big-ish. I don't know what stopped me from picking this up. It's been on my bookshelf for so long, and I just kind of want to get to it. It looks like it's won a book club award. I don't even know anything about it. Charlie, why did you give me this? What is it about this book? It kind of looks thrillery. I don't know if it's chick litty or what. But someone is missing. If my sisters were missing, it would kill me. If anyone I love was missing, it would kill me. Can't imagine my life without Charlie and Vicky and that in it. Even though I'd be quieter, I'll tell you that much. Sorry, Charlie, you know you love me. But yeah, this intrigues me. I think the idea of the sister being missing bit's probably what's killed me because, again, like I said, I can't imagine my sisters not being around. But something's stopped me picking this up. Now, the last one on the TBR jar is a Julian Barnes book. Now, I've read one of his books and I liked it. One of them I didn't like. This, again, I picked up in a charity shop. Again, it's historical fiction. I don't really know from... It's at the late 19th century, so it's very historical. Arthur and George grow up worlds apart in the late 19th century. Arthur is a shabby, genteel Edinburgh. George is in the vicarage of a small Staffordshire village. Arthur becomes a doctor, then a writer. George a solicitor in Birmingham. Arthur is to become one of the most famous men of his age, while George remains in hard-working obscurity. But as the new century begins, they are brought together by a sequence of events that make sensational headlines in the great whirly outrages. Now, I know Julian Barnes wrote the Downton Abbey. I loved Downton Abbey. I love historical fiction. There was something about this that, again, it was always shortlisted for a Man Booker Prize in 2005. So it's an old book. I saw it in a charity shop. I love the cover of it. Ignore the stickers, but I really love the cover of this. I picked up because I really like Downton Abbey. Chris we got all the DVDs for it, and I really enjoyed watching it while I was on. Something stopped me from finishing the whole series of Downton Abbey. I think it was because there was stuff happening in it that I just found too hard. Maybe it's because it was on late and with my health I wasn't able to do it. Something has stopped me from finishing Downton Abbey, and I really think I liked Julian Fellowes' works. I liked most of Downton Abbey. So I want to read this. I want to encourage myself to go back to that, especially now that I'm into historical fiction. But guys, what do you think of the books that are on my TBR jar? Is there any that you know that you really want me to pick up? Are you excited that I'm trying something different this year? I feel proud of myself that I'm setting goals that I haven't done before. 2020 is going to be a year where I'm going to push myself. The picture of my life for 2020 is going to be a lot different to what I would have imagined a year ago. I'm starting off with my operation, my procedure to see if they're going to be able to fix my knee. And after that, the world's my oyster. It's not good. I'm not having the picture that I was imagining I was going to have. Thomas was going to be at school, and 2020 was going to be the year that I was going to work full time. But that's changing. I'm going to be doing a different picture. And right now, I have no idea what 2020 is going to bring. But this, I can promise you, viewers, I am going to be challenging myself in more ways than you can ever imagine. And when you see my goals for 2020, you'll see I'm going to be pushing the boundaries. I want 2020 to be the year that my channel grows. If at the end of it I get to 1,000 subscribers, whoop whoop, I'll be excited. But I'm not pushing myself, because to me, you guys matter. I will always comment back when you comment to me. This is going to be the year where my channel will grow and I'll grow as a person. And I'm going to try and get through these books. This jar is going to be exciting. So let 2020 be the year I read different books and I finally get to this pile. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye bye.